Lu Weinan agreed, but remained alert when he transferred the mutant beast soul to Hasen. Worried that Hasen would kill him once having the beast soul. Fortunately, Hasen did not attempt to kill him after receiving the mutant beast soul. He returned to the fire and used a cup to take out some soup. To Lu's surprise, Hasen only took some soup and none of the meat. Although there would be some geno points in the soup, most geno points would remain in the meat. Why would Hasen only drink the soup? While Lu Weinan was puzzled, he saw Hasen had summoned a black cat, and put all the meat in the pot into a bowl in front of the cat. The black cat meowed and rushed to the bowl, starting to gobble. Lu Weinan's mouth twitched. He just realized that the meat he just tried to snatch and paid a huge price for turned out to be cat food. Where did this guy come from? Feeding mutant creature meat to a carter euro, what kind of people would do that? Lu Weinan now really wanted to bang his own head on the wall. He just risked his life fighting for cat food. Thinking of the cat, he was shocked. Among all the beast souls known to men, only a beast soul pet needed to be fed, while mounts and other types didn't. Hasen's cat was of course not an ordinary animal. It must be a beast soul pet. Now not many could keep a beast soul pet. A beast soul pet didn't have any ability to fight in the beginning and had to be fed the meat of different creatures to grow. When it had grown to a certain stage, it would transform once, and after the transformation it would have fighting ability. But it took too much creature meat for a beast soul pet to grow until its transformation. There were people who tried to feed ordinary and primitive beast soul pets, but their fighting ability wasn't strong after the transformation. As for mutant beast soul pets, almost no one would try to feed them, as they would need a lot of mutant creature meat to transform, the amount of which was enough to make several individuals reach max mutant geno points. Who would feed that to a pet? Thinking of this, Lu Weinan thought Hasen was an impressive person indeed. He thought to himself, this is someone who could afford feeding a mutant beast soul pet. He must be the successor to some powerful family to have received such attention and training. Big brother, what's your name? Lu Weinan asked with a smile, wanting to find out about Hasen's background. You do not know me? Hasen was somewhat surprised to hear the question. He felt odd as Lu Weinan didn't find out from his armor that he was $. Even after seeing his wings, Lu still didn't recognize him, which meant Lu really didn't know about $. We have seen each other before? Lu Weinan looked at Hasen puzzled, misunderstanding Hasen's reply. No. Hasen continued to drink his soup. Lu Weinan suddenly understood that Hasen was saying that he should have recognized Hasen, which meant Hasen was someone famous, which convinced Lu that Hasen was from a prominent family, or else he wouldn't have made such an arrogant remark. Lu suddenly looked at Hasen more eagerly. Hasen just thought that $. Was so viral on the Skynet, so most people should have heard of him. When did you come to Dark Swamp? Hasen looked at Lu Weinan and asked. Lu Weinan became very enthusiastic and told Hasen everything he knew. Hasen finally knew why Lu Weinan had not heard about $. This young man had never teleported back since he entered God's sanctuary a year ago. It looked like he had done pretty well for himself too. Hasen looked at Lu, surprised. He could not believe that Lu Weinan would be so capable. Lu Weinan knew what Hasen was thinking from his looks. He blushed and quickly said, "We the Lus specialize in practicing body positions. There is no one that could compare with us in this field. Although I my humble self have no special capabilities, I would love to carry the torch. Since I entered God's sanctuary, I've been pushing my limits until I reach the threshold transcendence." Quote, Be concise. Hussein gave him a cold stare. Ahem. The truth is, we the Lus have great skills of escaping that were handed down in the family, and we knew how to run from danger. Lu Weinan cleared his throat and said. Hensane now remembered that Lu Weinan's body positions were strange indeed. If Lu Weinan hadn't fled into the sky using his bird mount and lost his advantages, Hussein wasn't sure whether he was able to hurt Lu. For the month you have stayed in Dark Swamp, have you seen a forest where the trees are very tall but sparse? And under the trees there were flowers? Asked Hussein. Lu Weinan thought about it and then shook his head. I have not seen such a place. I don't think there are tall trees in Dark Swamp. Not knowing if Lu Weinan had told the truth, Hussein did not ask again. He rested for a while and hit the road again with Lu after dawn. Lu Weinan's wounds on the butts had not recovered yet. Luckily, he had a flying mount, so he was fine. Every time when it was time to eat, Lu Weinan would stare at Hussein feeding me out with dried fish piece after piece and sigh secretly, feeling himself inferior to a cat. Maybe luck had finally come. At the end of the day, when Lu was complaining that they hadn't seen a single mutant creature the whole day, Hussein spotted a black hornet the size of a fist in the grass. Black stinger. Hussein was surprised and quickly made a gesture to Lu Weinan to remain silent and watch. Hey, hornet, from here. Watch the poisonous hornet. Do not disturb it. And do not let it leave your sight. Hussein said and flew into the sky to look around. As it was often foggy in Dark Swamp, he saw no tall trees or hornet nests in 20 miles. It seems that the black stinger's nest is not near. Follow it and we may be able to find its nest, thought Hussein as he flew to Lu Weinan's side and gestured him to quietly follow the black stinger. Lu Weinan guessed what Hussein wanted to do, and the two silently followed the black stinger. Fortunately, they could both fly, so it wasn't so hard to keep up with the black stinger. Following the black stinger, they flew dozens of miles and started to see more and more black stingers. Before long, Hussein suddenly saw a huge tree standing in the swamp. Under its canopy hung a huge black hornet nest the size of a hot air balloon.